everybody. I'm Bryan.
I'm Bryan.
And this is Bryan versus Bryan Christmas special. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry
Hope
Christmas,
you,
everybody.
hope your presents were fantastic and delicious. Okay.
Mhm.
Hope you got everything your heart desires. And good morning, Starshine. It's Christmas. Yeah, episode 125 Christmas. Anyways,
What the fuck?
Black Adam, or what was it called? But Tataku Adam.
Teth? Is it Teth Adam, I think?
Tech Adam, something like that. And then no one says his name. Really, I don't think. Oh, Superman does, but no one
Yeah.
says his name. And then at the end, oh man.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, the stinger of the movie is, what's your name or whatever, and the face, and it cuts to the title. It's one of those ridiculous shenanigans.
Yeah, kind of like a Batman movie where they don't say Batman for a while.
Mhm.
I didn't know. So this released October 21st, 2022. Warner Brothers, of course. Like this is what is this? Next to last in the Snyderverse type of movies, right? Because I think Flash will be the last one before they
Yeah.
completely retool. Oh, and Aquaman 2. So
Yeah.
the third to last of the era. I didn't know this. It says Dwayne Johnson was attached to Shazam early in development and confirmed to portray the villain Black Adam in September 2014.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I remember this being announced a long time ago. Which to the point where, like, so many years had gone by, I just thought that Black Adam was just dead in the water. But I do remember for a few years back then, it was just like,
Well, he was just going to be the bad guy in Shazam,
hmm.
but the producers later decided to give the character his own film. Huh. Timeline delayed by COVID, of course. Da 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 da. The film received mixed reviews from critics who praised the acting and action sequences, but criticized the screenplay. Grossed 391 million, against a production budget of 190 to 260 million. So we could talk about this and maybe get into some of the DC changes coming, but we'll see.
Yeah, I imagine it won't be long. There's not much meat on this bone, as it were.
Yeah, it's just starts off with some, it's this fictional country. What the heck is the country called?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Kondak.
Thank you.
In 2600 BC, the tyrannical king Ankton of Kondak creates the crown of Sabak to attain great power.
A lot of box in there.
After attempting to stage a revolt, a young slave boy is given the powers of Shazam. That word doesn't feel like it should exist then.
Yeah.
Shazam!
Yeah.
By the Council of Wizards, transforming him into Kondak's heroic champion who kills Akhton and ends his reign. Okay. And that's some pretty cool stuff, actually. Looks pretty cool. And, this freaking kid, putting the, throwing up the rock as Jay-Z shit. It's the rock, baby! Yeah! Yeah!
God damn it. I feel bad for the old man who found the kryptonite, whatever they call it in this movie, or whatever that stone, that mineral is, and he brings it to the guard.
Well, they tried to tell him, man.
It's like,
they tried to tell him. He shows the guys, they find the fucking stone, and he's like, the other guy's like, no, shut up, dude. Shh.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I found it!
I want my reward!
No. You want your reward, old man? Ah! Stabs him in the fucking stomach and throws him off the cliff. This wasn't the reward!
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm still waiting! It's pretty fucked up. Right then from new, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of those movies. It's just fucking violent. It is violent, man. This is violent for PG-13. Literally fucking murdering everyone.
Yes.
And
Lots of
so
murder.
new Tomb Raider chick type stuff, and it's kind of like,
Mhm.
and she's got the mummy crew with her,
Yep.
Middle Eastern dudes. One's got the curly hair, and you know how he is, and he's really a spy, and he's really, how it is. It's your
You've
basic
seen this
mummy.
one before,
It's
yeah.
your basic mummy plot. You know who's gonna get stuck in the room with the scarabs at this point. Sorry, Benny.
Oh, Benny,
and
what a character.
and so they're looking for it, and this guy's kind of turning on him. He's like, "Oh, I forget all their names. They're very realistic names. So I'm not gonna, there's a lot of
Yeah.
and things, so I can't remember them. But anyways, there's just one of them left, and then he's like, "Oh, where's the other guy?" He's like, "Oh, what do you say?"
So he went to go get some fresh air or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's claustrophobic, Yeah, he couldn't do it, I guess. I told him we were coming into a fucking tomb, you know. And then they find the crown is floating there between two rocks. It's like, dude, that's bad news. Don't touch the crown. It's floating. First of all, okay.
With the light shining right through,
Yeah.
beaming down on it.
Yeah, we don't need it. Turn around. And she gets on one rock and jumps the crown and lands on the other rock. I would have loved. I thought this was gonna happen. Like it's gonna be a movable force. You have to be like worthy. So
Mhm.
she's like, oh! Hits the fucking ground. Ow! Falls down the middle of the chasm. But she gets the crown. And then the paramilitary dudes who were oppressing the city come in. There's another scene I think before that where they're questioning a car of these same people coming into the town in a van, and the chubby guy, he's pretty funny. The uncle,
the electrician guy.
uncle of the main kid, yeah, the electrician. I'm an electrician. And he's trying to get past the barrier. Then the little kid with the skateboard, like the main kid in the movie, comes up and starts talking shit, steals a walkie-talkie from the guards, skates off. I couldn't stand this kid. This kid was bad.
Yep.
That's the only part of this movie I thought was really bad. Like when he tries to give that emotional speech at the end, it's like, oh my god, that feels. So... But we have to try, don't we? It's like, dude, this is a couple more. You ended on this one.
Yeah.
Probably took you 100 takes to get that. And that's the one you kept. I was like, oh my god, this is like. And I thought the pod racing stuff was bad. That kid looks like Shakespeare compared to this guy. What I mean?
It was pretty rough. Most of the time, I would say, anytime there's a kid in these type of movies, whether it's Marvel, DC, or whatever, it's kind of rough. I'm trying to think if there is a good example of like a young kid.
He's a little older. He's almost like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this is like some 6-year-old type acting. You know what I mean? When the kid doesn't quite understand the lines, they're just delivering them.
Mm-hmm.
How someone, and they're just exactly miming it like someone told them to say. But this kid could understand the script, and I was like,
it's like someone holding off camera with the cards. He's like reading them in real time.
It was so bad, dude. That part killed me. And then in the beginning when he takes the walkie-talkie and he's like skateboarding, I was like, dude, this movie feels so 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it starts playing some song and he's skateboarding around and just like not doing really anything. I was like, hey, cool.
Yeah.
Kid can't skateboard, but he has one. He's like, picking it up and running. Yeah. There's like a rail. You think he's going to grind it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
He does a few ollies later on in the movie in the city during the daytime, but other than that, yeah, that first beginning scene. Oh, it's the world is a vampire. The Smashing Pumpkins is the song that's playing when he's running around.
Yeah, there's some other good music in this, dude. Some other 90s stuff, if I remember.
Well, they fucking ruined the Rolling Stones song for me, but other than that, they did all right with their needle drops.
Yeah, that was...
A little much.
Yeah, so anyways, the kid was introduced earlier, and the kid he's the kid of the lady who gets the crown. She's the mom. And then the fat guy's the uncle. Funny fat guy. Ba-da-da-do. And so the paramilitary guys are in there and they know about the crown because one of those dudes was a turncoat snake in the grass. Departed style, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they come in there, guns drawn, give us the crown. You know the basic deal. We want the Ark of the Covenant. You can't look at it; it'll melt your face. You know how it goes. But yeah. For some reason, she knows. I don't remember how she knows, but she's. Oh my God! Look, it's the tomb of the chosen one. It's on the ground. Oh, if it says here, whosoever, who so shall ever, or something, speak
Yeah.
my name, shall free me from my tomb. And they say, oh, Shazam! It just said that in like hieroglyph, Shazam. How do you even hieroglyph that, dude? Shazam.
Right.
That's ridiculous. But he's there, and he's got this like tunic on, and they got some stupid shots of like his face.
Obscure. You can't see him
Yeah,
yet.
I'm like, is that The Rock? Oh my God, who is that? Who is that?
Not yet. You
Hey!
can't see him yet.
And yeah, smoldering eyes and everything. Then he just, stands up. And what's he do? Oh yeah, fucking kills everyone.
Murders everybody in the room.
Yeah, murders everyone. Oh yeah, first guy comes up, and then he chokes him, holds him up, and it's a pretty good hold up choke because you know how when they do that, sometimes it looks like fake. It looks
Yeah.
like wires and stuff. It looks like he was supporting his weight for some reason. Like it was a good hold choke. Usually they don't look that good. And then he fucking melts him from the neck out.
Yeah.
Electrocutes him and turns to skulls and powder and fucking T2's his ass, dude. August 29th, 1997. Look it up. That was pretty dope. I was like, oh Jesus. And
Yeah, and I love it. It's the first guy he kills, and then the leader is like, "Open fire!" I don't know. Me personally, I would be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna put my gun down. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get the fuck out of here. I think that no bullets are going to stop whatever this is."
And is it that point that he does the fucking Quicksilver
Yeah, he's
montage?
like jumping across the room. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all slow mo. He sees a bullet. Interesting. And then yeah, he proceeds to kill everybody in kind of a slow mo, shooting lightning through their fucking bodies and shit. But isn't the last guy's alone at then, right? And what does he do? They're like facing off after he just fucked everybody up, and he's like thinks he has a chance. What does he have? A pistol, right, or something?
I don't remember.
Or even a weapon. Maybe a weapon. I don't know. I remember at one point he gets hit in the face with a fucking billy club and it just bends. Right? Anyways, he kills all of them. They get out of there, and the kid's kind of talking to him. You could be a hero. I'm no hero. What year is this? What? The year! What year is it? And he gets out of there. He sees like the statue made of him.
Yeah.
Parentheses. And he goes up to the palace, and look at the palace is still there in like 2022. It's a little rinky dink, it's a little rusty. It's got construction going on. It's got like a scaffolding and shit.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much there, just like it was in 6000 BC. So that's convenient.
It's like the Roman Colosseum or something. I mean, even the fucking White House is burned down. We had to rebuild that shit. But I guess the Roman Colosseum is fucking still around. But
yeah, Chuck
It's
Norris
just kinda
is
weird.
still there to this day. That cat that watches Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. Meow. Fighting over here. Get the fuck out of here.
That
Cat.
Chuck Norris fight, one of the best fights ever.
He doesn't say shit. It's funny. Ishmael, that was the name of the guy, right? Yeah, Ishmael reveals himself as the leader of Intergang in Kandak and kidnaps Adriana's teenage son, Amar. was stolen and hidden the crown. So, yeah, this story just whips by you in a minute. I can't really remember the beats too well because there's not much to it. Um, oh yeah, when he gets out of that place, they had called backup. So there's like 2 giant choppers, a fucking tank with
Mm.
missiles, all sorts of soldiers. This scene was pretty cool, I thought. And he just fucks them all up. Grabs one, the helicopter's like open fires, 50 cows, and then shoot a missile, big explosion, and then there's nothing there, and then they cut to the chopper, like face in front shot, and then all of a sudden he's like in the window.
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh shit! And he grabs the one chopper, swings it into the other, and then it starts to go like slow mo, right? Because I think there's like a missile that gets shot at him, and he kind of like turns it around in slow mo, points it at something. He's like turning guns in slow mo. He's like guiding the chopper's broken propeller that's blowing up at like a tank or a truck, and then it all kind of speeds up, and it's just boom.
Yeah.
Everything like lands and blows up. And there's this. What the fuck is the element called, man? Evermentium? The fuck?
I remember being as just as a stupid name as unobtainium from Avatar. It's not. I mean, it's that. It's pretty close to that being that dumb, but I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Yeah, dang it. It's kryptonite.
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah.
Or at least to him, it's like his kryptonite.
Yeah. Dang it. I can't find it in here. Anyways. Elementium something. Elementium kryptonite, I don't know. Shoots a missile at him, and Adam holds it and reads it. It's like Stark Industries or some shit on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Evermentium missile. It's like, oh shit. And then it blows up, and that actually hurts him a little bit. Makes a like what, cut on his stomach, kind of, and it's like glowing. I don't know. That's how he gets hurt, apparently. What the fuck happened after that?
Oh yeah, then they rescue him because they're still around. The woman and the uncle guy, they're still around.
Yeah.
They're like trying to escape, and they see that go down, and so they take him once he's unconscious back to the city.
Yeah. What did they do? Oh yeah, take it back to the house, right?
Yeah, where he wakes up and sees the kid.
Yeah, and he does something pretty funny right there when he wakes up. I can't remember. Oh yeah, he woke up and he's like he was having a dream and zaps the wall, right? And then he gets up. I thought it was pretty cool that the way they show his powers, I thought was pretty cool. Like he looks like a force, you know what I mean? He gets up and he just walks through the wall, and it looks very effortless.
Yeah,
just casually walking, and then he like runs into the couch that like the fat uncle's sitting on, and he's just like not even looking down. It's just hitting his legs and getting slid across the whole living room. I thought that looked pretty cool.
I think him going through the walls is one of the few comedic bits that landed with me. I thought that was pretty good because they come back to it a few times, and it kind of gets funnier every time it happens. But yeah, it's a good bit.
You know what a door is? How will we enter rooms without them? That was sarcasm. There's a funny bit about sarcasm.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan says, and then he's like, "You said you wouldn't kill anybody." It was sarcasm. That wasn't sarcasm. You just lie. Anyway, let's get to them because that's.
Oh yeah, that's just basically where they're introduced anyway. Once he gets back to the city.
So Amanda Waller's up to her old tricks, putting together ragtag fucking groups of shitty heroes.
How many squads do you have, bro? Like
shitty heroes and shitty villains.
Yeah.
She never works with the top tier guys. She always gets like Polka Dot Man and fucking Hawkman. What the hell was her name? The Justice Society? It's not even the Justice League.
Yeah, Justice Society. Yeah.
So it's oh man, I don't even
Hawkman, which is a terrible name.
Of course. which was actually
Doctor Fate, I
really
think is
cool. Was it Doctor Fate?
something Fate. Oh yeah, he does. It is Doctor because when he goes to the guy and he's like, "Hey, tell me what's wrong," or "What's your name?" He's like, "Doctor Fate." Well, tell me what's wrong. He's like, "Oh, I'm not that kind of doctor." So I think it's Doctor something. I thought it was Fate.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, Doctor Fate.
Doctor Fate. Is that really what it is? Okay. Aldous Hodge as Carter Hall / Hawkman, the leader of the Justice Society, who wields technology and weapons made of nth metal, a substance from another planet. Atom Smasher. How come it's not telling me what the hell Pierce Brosnan's character is? What the hell? Pierce Brosnan is Kent Nelson / Doctor Fate. Yeah, I loved Pierce Brosnan in this.
He's one of my favorite parts of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did really good. Actually, I liked Hawkman a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pierce. It just I kept reminding me of because he's kind of like a mind guy in this again, like Lawnmower Man.
Oh yeah,
How he's like
yeah.
he's like swinging for the fences on this, like he did that, but it actually turned out pretty good. But
We should have
yeah,
got back the actor that played the Lawnmower Man, the fucking mentally handicapped blonde guy, Doctor Fate.
I liked Pierce in this. This is pretty
Yeah.
good.
And I like his power. I think I don't know. I'm always attracted to like the more magic Doctor Strange type of characters because I think just visually, I think the directors get to have fun with their powers. So I always like those kind of characters versus like the Black Adam stuff, which is just punch kind of deal. I don't know. I like the magical weird shit that we get to see when there's characters like that.
I mean, he is pretty much just like a Superman, but kind of make it seem like he's kind of weak. But he looks, he seems pretty powerful.
Yeah.
This helmet from another planet that chooses its wielder, and it's kind of like it seemed to me like his powers were just geometric shape shields, like triangles and fucking squares and shit, and you can put them around things and throw them at things, right? And then Atom Smasher grows big. And then what the heck, Tornado Girl or something?
Oh, Cyclone. Yeah.
Cyclone. Her powers were pretty whack, and it did have a cool effect with like the colors when it do the smoke, kind of like Nightcrawler type shit. Where it's like, but it doesn't do that a lot. It's not like the main graphic of her power, but it just kind of does sometimes when she's starting it.
Yeah,
that looks kind of cool. And then Hawkman, fucking who knows? He just seems like a guy who has like wings from somewhere, right? He's like the Falcon, but yet he's like Superman, right?
Yeah.
Where does Dwayne Johnson get off trying to talk up all this shit about there's a new hierarchy of power in the DC universe? Superman is nothing compared to a god. It's like, bro, you couldn't handle Hawkman. Okay? He's taking all your shit punches. He's punching you back and threw you through buildings. Hawkman.
Which is still an awful name. I fucking hate that name so much.
You want to move back? You want to move on to Superman?
Yeah.
You're going from a bird to a literal Superman. You better graduate to like Turtle Dude.
Yeah.
From Hawkman, and then maybe like Ostrich Bro or something. Elephant Dude.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And you think talking all that jazz, and I was like, dude, this Hawkman is fucking you up. Even if he's not fucking you up, he's holding his own.
Yeah.
And you think you're gonna wipe the floor with Superman? You must be out of your damn mind.
You can't even handle the Justice Society, not even let alone the Justice League.
Justice League would wipe your ass. Cut the bacon off your back. And then there's a weird scene where like I guess we get into like the reason why he was imprisoned by the Wizards is because he loses his temper and almost destroyed Conduct. And so he gets pissed off and there's always an electrical explosion, right? And I think it did one, right? And that's where he lost his cape. Kind of ended up having the normal suit or something. What happened?
Yeah, I think Something big happens twice in the movie. I think the first time it happens is when Adam Smasher, is it Smasher? Yeah. When he basically punches down on him into the ground, and Justice Society kind of thinks they have it in the bag. And then, like, the whole fucking ground starts rumbling. There's like a huge explosion. I think that's the first time it happens. And it happens again later on, like with a
Yeah, I like he's
actual.
like, I can feel him underneath my fist.
What do I do? What do I do?
Better hold him there. I don't know, man. And then he gets
Uh,
up and just fucking clocks him in the fucking
yeah,
giant nose. I thought that graphic of the big guy, Atom Smasher, looked really good.
yeah,
I mean, I think it looked better than probably Ant-Man in Civil War. Like, I thought it looked like a better version of a blown up person. Like, it looked really
definitely.
good.
And
I mean, it
especially
should be.
because, like, in Civil War, we only saw him in like an empty airport. So it's kind of cool to see this power in like a populated area, populated city. He's like messing with
Yeah.
cars like they're fucking Hot Wheels. It was kind of funny.
And it was pretty cool when he fell down. He hits that fucking statue or something and just crumbles it. And then what does he do? There's 2 points he does something to piss off Hawkman.
Oh yeah, you and me when I get back. Yeah, fuck, I forget what the first
Yeah.
one was.
He did something, dude. He fucking fucked up a car or something. He's like, you and me, yeah, when we get back.
One of them is the
Little-
statue. I think. I think the one he like hits a statue or
Oh,
crumbles
yeah, I'm
something,
sorry.
some sort of property. Yeah.
That looked old. And then I like when he's like grows in the intersection or something, and all the people are like freaking out, and there's a bunch of car accidents like gonna happen, but he kind of stops them.
hmm
Like they're little Hot Wheel cars. He's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he like, like stopping them with his hands. And, calm
It's like
down,
little
everyone."
finger. Yeah, that's kind of cool to see visually.
That guy was kind of cool, and God, he was just like a Flash ripoff, but he grows. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, will there be any snacks? Growing, it's hell on your metabolism. Bucket of chicken later and shit. Yeah, I thought the black dude that played Hawkman had some gravitas to him. I thought he was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Aldous Hodge. I like him a lot. I think he was he Echo, and I don't know if you watched Lost, but I don't know if that's the same actor. But I've seen Aldous Hodge in a bunch of different stuff, but I like him a lot.
Yeah, he was good.
And you don't see him very often. It's like, oh, cool. I like. All right, awesome. He's
Yeah,
in this
but he
movie.
looks super familiar, right? It's
Yeah.
one of those guys. Like I've seen him in something. Um. So, I can't remember how that battle ends. Damn, he kind of leaves, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's an organization of these. I don't know what the company's called. It's the one who was like overtaking the city, but there are a couple of these guys are on like motorbikes.
Oh,
And-
yeah, that's fucking stupid speeder bikes.
Yeah, the speeder bikes. One of them steal. Oh, that one guy, the main villain of the movie, takes the kid and his little speeder bike, and they all go off in different directions. And so Black Adam. No, that happens after they have their little meeting. So I don't know. It all, like you said earlier in the review, it all kind of meshes together.
He just flew away, right? In
Yeah.
the middle of their battle and just kind of took off. And get to go look at the statue again. And then we come to find out, like, the girl and the kid are talking to the Justice Society. Who are you? The Justice Society. What? That's supposed to mean something to us? And then it's like, we have to stop him. He's a villain. He is our champion. No, lady, this ain't the right way. Can't be murdering folks. Like, we have been oppressed for 25 years, being murdered by these people, being pillaged by these people, and where you haven't shown up at all. And now that we have a hero, you show up. It's like, okay. And then they get the story that, we have access to ancient texts that have been hidden from the world. And this guy blew up shit. And so then we get the reveal of the backstory, which is kind of cool that Black Adam wasn't the champion. He wasn't the kid like we thought he was. And then it shows him, and it's got a CG skinny Dwayne Johnson, which is it's not bad that it's like bad CG. It's just you have seen Dwayne Johnson as a jacked beast
for years, for decades,
the last 20 years, and so it doesn't matter how good the CG is, your mind will not buy it.
Yeah.
right? It just will not. It just looks like his face put on a fucking little body. it's it's like it's like Captain America,
Oh
the
my
first
God.
Avenger, bad dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at least it didn't go that hard. Like he wasn't that scrawny. You get
Yeah.
a little fluff.
And it wasn't that much in the movie too, but it was still so jarring. You're like, what the fuck? That was your father. And the camera like pans and spins around. I was like, oh boy.
Oh god, yeah. And so he was the father of the kid. And what the fuck happened? Right, the kid saves the day, right? And then the kid's about to get killed. Or no, the kid stands up to him with the vibranium or whatever the fuck it is, dude. And then the king's gonna kill him as a martyr in front of everybody. And then right as he's about to, and he's like, Dwayne Johnson couldn't stop. I couldn't stop him. I was a
Mhm.
failure as a father. Well, of course you couldn't stop the king, or you'd be the fucking king, bro. That's how it works. You stop the king, you become the king.
Yeah.
That's the king slayer. Okay? You don't stop the king and just go back to being a slave.
Yeah.
That's your basic Moses story, baby. You don't you don't bring forth plagues and then go back to your old status.
Read a book.
Like no one expected you to stop the king's army, dog. He one scrawny man covered in mud.
Couldn't stop him.
Oh no, that was a failure. No one expected you to stop him. And so he's about to kill the kid, and then he disappears. And then he's in the council of wizards. These fucking stupid wizards, man. Ooh, another kid to give powers. Yes.
Yeah.
You are worthy. Say my name. What's your name? It's Shazam.
All right.
All right, man. That's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Pronounce that for me again. Shazam. Shazam. And then I don't recall. I think they send him back right then, right? No, because that's not. I don't know how he comes back because then it kind of cuts away and tells the story later of like he didn't kill the king, right? And he didn't really stop anything. The kid as Shazam,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes to visit his father. And why did he have to give his powers to his father?
It's that the king was trying to. He can't kill Shazam or do anything, so he goes after his family and he kills the king's assassins. Kill his mom.
His mom,
And then
the Rock's wife.
right. And I don't. Yeah, I guess to your question, why did he? Because in that scene, he gives up his powers to his dad. I don't remember what the reason why. Yeah.
Like the only way to protect his father was to give.
Yeah.
Or
And then he
you could
dies
just,
30
like,
seconds later.
Protect him yourself
Yeah.
with the powers. You know, you could do that. And I don't think that's been touched on. That you can give away the Shazam powers. I don't think you can do that. I thought it was only given by the wizards, and you had to be worthy. Like you can't just like like Shazam could just walk up to somebody else and be like, "Say Shazam," and just they have his powers. That makes no damn sense.
I can't say with certainty that that is the case, but however, this is kind of sad because I actually really, really like this movie, but not Black Adam, but the movie Shazam. I like the movie a lot. I think it's pretty underrated. But I do remember in the finale of Shazam, because that whole movie takes place with this kid is an orphan, and he gets into this orphan home and kind of meets all these other kids. Anyways, in the climax of that movie, all his little brothers and sisters in the home end up having powers. So I'm assuming that's true. Maybe he. Again, I haven't seen Shazam in years, so I don't know how that happened, but I do remember a bunch of Shazams running around.
But I thought that's because they selflessly sacrificed and like we're gonna help him. I'm pretty sure they were given all powers by the council.
Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Yeah, it's been years, but yeah, I didn't expect that to happen either. He's just like, just say Shazam, and now you have the powers.
Yeah, and then seconds later, he's killed.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me the powers, but he couldn't protect himself from the king's assassin. Ah, Dad! Ah, give it back! Hurry!
It happens so fast. It's so fucking ridiculous.
And then it's kind of cool. Like when he gives them the powers, he's like Disney's Hercules Shazam. He's like just got the gold leaflet like bracelet and chains, and it's like totally different suit. And then it's like he got so angry after he got shot that the anger overcome me, and then the anger, like electricity, formed a fucking suit of anger that was the
Yeah.
Black Adam suit. I didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. It's like, and this suit is literally like, it looks like they went a little bit like Man of Steel. Like it's got these hidden like kind of texture, maybe like symbols in it, kind of like the Superman suit did in like Man of Steel.
Yeah, actually not. To me, it didn't remind me of Man of Steel. It actually reminded. Well, I guess it's the same suit, but it reminded me of the Snyder Cut version because the Snyder Cut is black and it has the white logo. That's kind of what it reminded me of. Just replace the white Superman logo with the little thunderbolt, and it's basically the
Yeah.
same type of deal.
And the suit, even more so than Henry Cavill, looked like it was just like you hit this guy with like a rubber spray paint. You know what I mean? Like he just painted this bastard on Dwayne Johnson. It looks, I don't know, it's a little off-putting and weird.
It's like that material. Remember those dodgeballs you used to have in the playground, like the red balls, or like the material of those dodgeballs. That's what his suit looks like.
And I and then at some point the cape gets burned off it in the modern times. And what I didn't like about the suit is it's like its neckline is like this, and it's like down here,
Yeah, there's collarbones popping out.
really low, and it's just like, dude, that looks weird. Why is it so low on your neck? And it's like, I don't know. I just thought that was weird how freaking low it is and shows so much skin of the neck, and like it keeps showing his like head, and he's got these ripples in the back of his head, and I don't know. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, bring the collar up. Why is you're not showing muscles? You're just showing way too much neck in a superhero suit. Like I've never seen a superhero. Actually, Superman Returns, the unmade Tim Burton Superman movie, the shots they have of the suit.
Oh, the Nick Cage
like
one?
That. Was kind of
Yeah.
like that. The Nick Cage is like really low, and it's like hairs.
The hair's coming out.
It's like, what are you fucking doing, dude?
Oh.
God, I wish that movie.
That would have been amazing. Yeah.
I'm Superman. Let's go. Yeah. So we find out, yeah, he was the dad, so he was never really the hero. And then he goes and like kills the king and kills like the whole, it blows up the fucking I forget this happened. He blew up the palace.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it's like that in the future. Because it was like he blew it up.
Yeah.
That's why it's all fucking
It's all
decrepit.
fucked up.
But it's still there. Just now putting that together, like when he would go there, he's like, I did this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. So the fucking Justice Society takes another whack at him, right? He won't give up. They've tried to negotiate with him. Hawkman is really like harsh on his negotiations. He's like, "You either coming back with a body bag or handcuffs, okay?" And he's just like never tries to play good cop with him at all. It's just all like, "I'm gonna beat your ass." It's like, I don't think that works with a guy who can probably beat your ass. First of all,
Yeah.
Hawkman, Hawk dude, if that is your real name. And I don't know if you noticed, like on his ship, they have this ship that looks like the fucking
Fucking
Professor X's
X-Men,
ship.
yeah.
Yeah, it just looks just like the X-Men.
And they have the school where it comes out of the
Yeah.
fucking courtyard and flies off. I'm like, give me a break.
School for gifted individuals.
Yeah.
And
The Justice Society.
yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed there's symbols throughout the ship that are like Hawkman's profile, almost like a coin and like a penny. And it's got, like,
Right, right.
And then the helmet. I was like, Jesus Christ. You even got fucking these symbols made? Yeah, that's me. So, oh yeah, and Pierce Brosnan can tell the future too. That's another fucking weird power he has. The pentagrams and shielding, and tells the future.
Yeah.
Knows the future. Knows like all possible futures. And he's like, Hawkman's like, somebody dies, don't they? Yes, they do. Who is it? Oh, it's Atom Smasher, isn't it? I can't tell you. It's up to fate will decide. And he's like, "It's me. Is it me?" And then, oh, he sees him. Ah! Sees him getting stabbed. No, no, of course not. Of course it's
Yeah.
not you.
When it's time for us to say goodbye, you'll know it, or whatever
Yeah.
he says to him.
Sounds like it's me.
Uh,
Later on, he admits it to him. It's like, sorry, like you're the one who dies. And then they're going to face the demon guy, which we'll get to. And he's like, "You could have told me, man. I don't fear death.
mhm.
Surprise, motherfucker." He's like, you dude, you could have just told him. He doesn't even give a shit. Like, ooh, I would love an honorable death.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't you dare take this death from me. he's like gonna sacrifice himself. Damn you.
Yeah.
Wanted to die. Anyways, the fucking turncoat Benny type character.
Ishmael.
Ishmael. What does he get killed by Black Adam? Right?
Yeah, he kidnaps a little boy. It's like a trap, I guess. You find out, not really a trap, but a setup. He steals the boy. The society shows up. Black Adam shows up, and then Ishmael was expecting Black Adam to kill him, which he does. And because of that, he goes to some underworld place. I don't really know. Hell, yeah, I guess.
Hell.
Definitely hell.
Shit, dude. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
This is like Spawn.
Say our name.
Yeah.
Devil? The other one. Satan? No, not that one. Beelzebub? No. Sabak? Yes. You're supposed to know that, man.
Oh, God. I don't fucking know.
And then he turns into some demon creature, Black Adam, but fucking demon powered.
Yeah.
And he's pretty wicked looking. He's like got a fucking pentagram.
Yeah, I
on
like
his
the
chest,
pentagram. That was pretty badass. Yeah.
Graved in flames and fucking horror. He looks like fucking Dave Grohl from fucking Tenacious D, the Pick of Destiny. Just, you will suck my cock. What? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Like, this shit went sideways, man.
Yeah.
Like The Rock. Dude, you're gonna love it. Bring your kids along. It's gonna be fun. I love how he built it up. It's like finally a man of color, portraying a superhero that we can be proud of. You know what I mean? And he's murdering everyone.
It's just nothing but it's 2 hours of violence and murder. That's all. That's all
and then
it
there's
is.
a fucking literally Satan is the bad guy, and somehow he doesn't.
Oh my God.
He doesn't kill like anyone in comparison to Black Adam murdering hella people. Oh my God. There's some other funny stuff with a kid who's like come up with a catchphrase for him. It's like, man, you kill a lot of people. I kill everyone I battle. He's like, maybe before you kill them, you should tell them when you get to hell, tell them the men in black sent you.
Yeah.
And then he tries it. Like he kills him and then says it. No, you gotta say it before you kill him. Oh, and he tries it again with some guy. Remember, he throws him down, and he like, when you get to hell, tell him. And he
just like chucks him back and says it at the same time. It doesn't work. That's so good.
And then there's another funny part where like I can't remember. I think it was right. Pierce Brosnan's the character. Oh, he's also got telepathy.
Yeah.
He's got all these. He's just fucking coming up with powers every fucking second.
Yep.
And he's like talking to him over space and time, and he was trying to find the kid on the stupid fucking hyper hover bike. Everything's pretty grounded, and then there's these fucking ridiculous hyper hover bikes that can blast through matters.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, why? That's so dumb. It makes no sense. But anyways, he caught one, and the kid wasn't hidden in it, and so he like takes the guy and he won't tell him, and he just throws him. And you just see him literally becoming a dot.
Yeah.
The guy. I found him. He didn't have the kid though. Great, a prisoner. We question him. Bring him back here. We will break his mind. And he's like, looks over. And, you killed him, didn't you? And then you see the little dot.
Yeah, as he's finally landing.
He didn't make it. that was pretty good.
That was a pretty good bit.
There's another funny part where they're questioning two other hoverbite guys. It's Hawkman and him, and I think even Pierce Brosnan is in that room. And he grabs them both, and he's like, "Oh, one of you will talk." And he grabs him, shoots up into the sky, hella high, and he's holding them. He's like, you're gonna kill us? I'm like, no, I'm gonna kill one of you. First one to talk gets to live. And then, I don't know where you are. I just drops that one. Like, and then the other guy immediately gives it up. And he's like, gonna drop him. And I thought you were gonna spare me. He's like, that was sarcasm or something.
Yeah, and drops him too.
And then they both fall in the hawk. You gotta be fucking kidding me. He's like, has to go save him. And he's like, hey man, you can't do that. He's like, you can't kill people that they're alive, aren't they? Yeah, because I saved him. Yeah, when I waited till you were there before I dropped him. I knew you would save him. I was doing it your way. And Pierce Brosnan's like, he does have a point.
He has a point there, yeah.
That was pretty good. But yeah, he's killing everyone, dude. It's a little ridiculous how now looking back at the press, he was like, "I'm so proud we could get this, person of color on the screen and make it happen." I mean, really, like the Black Panther was like a morally just superhero, dude.
For sure.
Didn't want to like kill anyone, and it was very about justice. Like not like this. Like this is not that, man. This is like, Mom, why is Dwayne Johnson killing everyone? Oh, they're just smelling what he's cooking. So, last fight. Justice Society. What the fuck?
Yeah, Dr. Fate.
Oh no, wait. They're not even fighting. They're fighting the demon guy at this point, right?
Yeah.
Fighting the demon guy. Pierce Brosnan gives himself up, gets sacrificed. Hawkman, in a rage, starts fighting him. And there's one point where he's like, he picks up his helmet, but he doesn't wear it. And then he's like, this is a trick my old friend of mine taught me. And he starts doing the fucking Dr. Whatever trick.
Yeah,
How could he do that? He's not wearing the helmet.
So Black Adam comes back because he surrenders himself. I don't know. He's in a fucking tank of water at some point for some reason. I don't remember why. But he gets let out and he gets his powers back.
He gives up the powers and he's like, I'm going to say my name.
Yeah.
I'll give you the powers. But you must make sure I never say it again.
And then 10 minutes later, he says it again, and we're back to where we started. So he gets his powers back, and he fights the demon guy, and it doesn't go too well. And then Hawkman. I keep wanting to say Hawkeye. Hawkman stabs the demon from behind, and then the demon turns around and like kills him. And then that's the premonition you get from the beginning of the movie, a Dr. Fate's thing. Yeah. And then he disappears, and then he's like over across the room holding the helmet. And he's like, "That's a trick my friend taught me." I'm like, so now you have the helmet choose you? I thought that's how that worked.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
Pierce Brosnan didn't have to die. That's what he saw. Yeah, right. And then he drops the doctor helmet later, and it just disappears. So I guess no one's gonna be taking that over. But then, he's getting real pissed because something happened, beating up on the demon guy, Black Adam, and he's starting to get lightning shit, like what he does when he blows up. When he gets too pissed, his eyes go white and shit. And I remember Hawkman is like, "Control it. You can if you try. You have the power to control it." And it's like, "You're fucking right." He flies up with the fucking demon.
Oh yeah.
Tell him the man in black sent you. And rips him apart from his horns down the middle in half.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking in half. Down to the fucking groin, dude. Fucking cock jizzles and giblets.
Yep.
Spewing and lava coming out of him. Ugh. It's like, that was, dude, the power of Satan. Incarnate. And you beat him in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, the power of a hawk Never could beat him.
Uh.
Don't you ever underestimate the avian powers, my friend. Couldn't beat a hawk. Oh, Satan, that ain't
Be
shit.
Satan. Yeah.
Like a choir boy compared to me. Choir boy.
Yeah, I remember when he ripped him in half, and Sarah was like laughing hysterically, like a hyena. She thought that was the funniest fucking thing. And it's kind of funny because the way it's shot, like he rips it in half, and ah, and you like see him from behind. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh god. And then I think anyways, the Justice Society's like, all right, well, good job, Black Adam. We'll talk to you later. We're not gonna arrest you. Just kind of leave.
Yeah.
Well, at least we took care of Satan. You know? Go to church on Sunday. And then he's like, just make sure you don't kill anybody. And I think Black Adam says something like, I'll kill everyone. All right, you big goofball, you big joker, you. And then they leave. And then
That's basically it.
yeah, that's basically it. And then they call him Tech Adam or something again. And he's like, and then I think the kid is like, you know what? That's a little old fashioned. He's like, Black Adam's like, yeah, call me Logo. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
End credits.
Then we go through some credits that look like they cost like fucking $100,000 just to make these credits. Like,
Yep.
dude, graphics on graphics of just shit symbols creating ripply fucking things. I'm like, dude, that's a lot of money for your credits, bro.
Especially when people are leaving. Like, remember in the day?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people don't like this anymore because we're just so used to credits at
Let
the
it
end.
scroll.
But
Especially
remember,
if you have
yeah,
an end credit scene. People know you do. They're staying.
yeah.
They're gonna see everyone that worked on it. You don't need to. Why spend all that money?
Yeah. Like put all that
I've
money
never been
in.
like, God damn, them credits are good, baby. God damn.
I actually, there is one time where I did say that. That was Into the Spider-Verse. Those credits were fucking pretty dope. Actually, so was No Way Home. No Way Home's was really good too. I guess Spider-Man just has really good fucking end credits. Or at least like if you're gonna spend that money, at least put it in like the beginning titles, like what the movies used to have, like the 5-minute intro that the movies used to have, where you spend like James Bond movies that have all the whatever. So it is kind of weird.
George
Yeah.
Lucas fucked it up and stopped putting the credits in the beginning. And everyone's like, wait, we don't have to do that? That always sucked, dude. You had to sit through all that shit.
You had to sit through a lot of credits, yeah.
Thank you, George Lucas. Like, hell no, I ain't sitting through all this. But and then we get Amanda, a drone coming into the fucking palace place, Amanda Waller. Well, you got my attention. Had your attention, motherfucker. You sent the Justice Society. Maybe I underestimated you. Sending in Hawkman and Growy Guy, Tornado Girl, and Dr. Helmet. But next time, I'll send someone else. And he says something like, there's no one on this planet that can handle me. I'll call in a favor from people that aren't from this planet. Like Superman would listen to a goddamn thing Amanda Waller has to say, right? Yep. Like, we know her, and Superman would know her and could see right through her and would never participate in anything she would ever do.
100%.
Like, Amanda Waller, I've seen your program. You know, that's what he'd be like. It's like, I think you're morally low, and he'd have some speech, you know, about how that's completely wrong. You know, you're going about it the wrong way. And yeah, he wouldn't participate in any of that bullshit, dude. Somehow she gets him. And then it's funny, and he's like, call them all. And then blows up the drone. And then it's funny how quick you hear a and then like, motherfucker, he got there like that, dog.
Yeah.
Like you were doing that between like 20 feet. Superman came around the fucking globe like that, dog.
Mm-hmm.
The curvature of the earth. Lucky he didn't go around twice and send it back in time. Superman fucking forward, baby.
Yep.
Give you a quest for peace, your ass. Just quest for peace, your ass, and put you back in the tomb, baby.
You Richard Pryor, motherfucker.
That's all he's got to do. A quest for peace, your ass. And then he comes down, and then you get the John Williams kind of beat of his score, about 5 seconds of it. Man, it's sweet.
Hmm.
Just to see him in that suit, he looks so good, man. And how can you make? How do you make The Rock, not look as muscular? That's nuts to me. Henry Cavill, dude, this guy's a beast. And he just says, "Well, the Earth hasn't been this nervous in a very long time. Black Adam, I think we need to talk."
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun.
it's
Black
done.
Adam and Superman will return.
A completely wasted fucking.
Yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
that's that. Um, I guess we could score it real quick. I actually enjoyed this movie. I almost enjoyed it more than Avatar. Like
Jesus.
it's dumb,
Uh,
but I was entertained the whole time. Like Avatar, I was bored out of my mind, dude. I'm
yeah.
just sitting there, I'm like, damn, it's so boring and long. Even though this is like a cheesy origin superhero movie, I think it did enough weird things that I was like, okay, this is different. It's kind of that, but it's not. And it's got this little violent edge, and it's got some cool graphics, and it didn't strike. I thought it would, but it didn't strike me as like the Marvel big CG slugfest. I don't know, something about it. Maybe because it's more realistic, and now Marvel is like they're fighting in planets, in a dimension or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
turning more
that's it.
sci-fi. Marvel
Yeah,
feels
maybe
like.
that's it. That this felt more real, even though obviously the battles are like mostly CG. It just felt more grounded. It didn't feel like a giant CG slugfest like I thought it would, like a Marvel movie. So that was refreshing. Um, yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. Like the whole time, I was just like having fun with it. I wasn't like, man, I got to get through this movie. I was like, this is okay. I was like, I don't mind this. Uh, so I'd give it like a 6.4.
Oh wow, I think I'm slightly higher than you are. That kind of surprised me. Um, yeah, I
Well, I
think
gave
that.
Avatar a 6.6. So
Mm, so yeah, yeah, about the same. Um, I thought this was fucking exhausting. This movie is just nothing but action. This feels like, you know, like if you're one of those people who watches Godzilla and it's like, why are there human characters? I just want to watch fucking Godzilla just smash a fucking building for 2 hours, man. I just want to watch King Kong and fucking Godzilla fight, man. I don't need no fucking like if you're that person, then this this movie's for you because this is nothing but action. It's just 2 hours of slugfest action. Um, but there's some of it I really enjoyed. Like when they when they show the Justice Society in my mind, because like Black Adam is the main star of the movie. He's the protagonist. So in your mind, you're like, okay, these guys, this group of people are coming to kill him. They are the villains, right? They're gonna come stop our protagonist. And what the movie does, I think, is clever. Is it actually flips it, and we're like, they're actually the heroes. Like the moment the Hawkman, you see him, the first thing he does is save somebody that Black Adam is trying to kill. And I thought that was kind
yeah,
of a cool thing because typically it's the other way around, where it's like you follow the heroes to go kill the villain. In this movie, you start with the villain, and then these heroes just kind of come into the story. So much so that I actually wish this was a Justice Society movie, and I thought the Black Adam was far less interesting than the Justice
yeah.
Society. Like I would have loved to just seen Pierce Brosnan more and Hawkman more, and like those four characters more. Like I want to see their adventures. Black Adam just kind of felt dull to me. He's just like an overpowered dude. Um, but no, I thought I'm kind of with you. It's it was exhausting, but it was still kind of entertaining at the same time. It's big, dumb, fun. I wish there was a little more plot, a little more character, but I think some of the action is pretty interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, I was giving it a 6.5 coming in, so we're very, very close. 6.4, 6.5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5 in posterity. Um, I just Avatar slightly beat it for me because of the gorgeous graphics, but I think I just had more fun with this.
Yeah,
Like I wasn't like waiting for it to be over like I was Avatar. Even though Avatar is a slightly better film, they're both not anything to write home about. I don't think. Um, Obviously, you gave Avatar in the 8, so you thought it was pretty good. So yeah, even 6.5 for both of us. It's pretty fun to watch it. It means nothing to DC. It'll have
Yeah.
no future in it, but whatever.
Which we just found out. I think what was it like 2 days ago? Because I follow The Rock on
Yeah,
Instagram. I think it was very recent where he was just like basically said exactly what Cavill said, which is like, "Hey,
yeah. No
Black Adam's
plans
done."
in the immediate future. Um, and what's interesting is he unfollowed Warner Brothers and Discovery.
Yeah, this is 2 days ago. He posted that.
Followed them. It's like, unfollow you then. You fucking a passive aggressive bitch. That's like how that's the really sticking it to someone when you're a celebrity to unfollow like a production company or a movie you worked on or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Christian Bale unfollows Thor, Love and Thunder. Oh shit, no. No, you didn't. Yeah, it's sad that there'll be no future in it because it would have been pretty cool. I want to see Superman fight him, but I don't see how it would be a fight. Like from what I've seen in this, you telling me this matches up to Superman, dude?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Your little lightning trick ain't gonna do shit. And you're the same. You got a fucking weak ass weakness to some dumb crap, but your dumb crap you can find on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Ain't no fucking kryptonite on Earth. So it's a lot harder to come by, my friend.
Yeah.
Your shit is in the desert. You just find it. You just X-ray vision. There's a piece. You just goes and picks it up. You know what I mean? So I don't see how that would work. I think Dwayne Johnson was punching way above his belt there. And they're never gonna have the less popular guy win. But
Hell no.
Dwayne Johnson always has those like clauses like you can't lose a fight in a movie or something. Who knows? So yeah, they're recasting like everything. I don't know what's gonna happen with DC. I'm disappointed in it. I thought James Gunn was a good choice and was gonna do some cool stuff because it seemed like he was keeping most of the people, but just kind of like soft rebooting it. Like yeah, Henry Cavill is Superman, but we don't have to take into account Justice League or any of the movies. Just that he is Superman. We're just taking the casting and we're kind of moving forward and we can build our own stories. That's kind of what I felt like it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't even mention the other movies or really reference them, but people can have it in their mind if they want to believe that that's part of the
Part canon, yeah.
Yeah, then they can, but it's really not. You know what I mean? But James Gunn did say something funny. I can't remember. Someone was talking about, oh, they're recasting everything in DC now. They're just firing everybody because they haven't announced anything about Momoa or
Mhm.
Isra Alba, like or Wonder Woman. I don't think. And James Gunn said, no, that's ridiculous. We're not recasting everyone. We're only recasting. He said the only thing we're completely redoing is the Suicide Squad. So I was like, what? What does that even mean? Like, does he want the Suicide Squad? I feel like what he means by that is it's a revolving door. So the next Suicide Squad movie is like the same kind of thing, but it's all different criminals who happen to be heroes. And that's why. But that leads me to believe that he's going to keep some people if he made a point in saying he's not recasting everybody. But then why not keep fucking Henry Cavill, who is universally loved as Superman?
Yeah.
And looks the part, plays the part pretty well. I don't get it. And then they announced that his Superman is going to be a young Superman movie. He said it's not an origin story though, but it's a young Superman. And I was like, dude, I don't want a young Superman. No, I don't want
Yeah.
it. I want an established Superman that already has villains that are really cool that he could fight because we've never had like a really good Superman villain in a movie. It's always been like Lex Luthor, and I've always been of the mindset that Lex Luthor is no match for Superman. Being smart doesn't fucking, he could just punch your face in.
Yeah.
Then what are you gonna do? The plot's over. You know what I mean? Just picks you up, puts you in jail. The plot's over. It's like I want to see those Superman villains like, like Dark Side and stuff like that. But
Oh
I
yeah,
think they
for
did
sure.
that kind of wrong because it wasn't really like those super powered, just crazy beasts that are just fucking destroying a whole city, and the only person that could stop them is Superman. because
Yeah.
Batman can't do it. Nobody can do it because it's just a force of nature, like a freaking Godzilla or something. You know what I mean? I want a Superman with those kind of villains, but you're not gonna get him with a young Superman, this teenage Superman. Hey, man. I don't know. So that's
Yeah, I hope
why
we don't get Lex Luthor in the movie. I just let's move. Let's do it. Pick somebody else from the canon here that we can use.
somebody crazy, dude. Like even a what's that guy's name? Bizarro,
Yeah.
like the other Superman. Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It is. It's. I think that Cavill got fucked pretty hard, and it sucks because I know he was excited about it.
yeah,
You can feel he was excited about it when he announced it
yeah.
back in October. To then, a month and a half later to come back and dude, that's
And
gotta
then he
suck.
has to, and then he
Then he
has
has
to
to
put
do it
out the
again.
tweet where he's
Yeah.
like, "They they told me I will no longer be needed as Superman." And he even says in it, after they asked me to announce
Yeah.
back in October, he didn't want to announce.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like, "Oh, we can announce it later." It's like, "No, dude, it's done. Announce now. We want everyone to know this is what we're doing. We get him hyped." He's like, "Okay, yeah, cool, sounds great." And then they don't fucking hire him.
Yeah. That's
Like,
he got
what is
done
that?
dirty. Yeah.
Like James Gunn and them were in charge then.
Mm-hmm.
So what in the hell is that? Like you made him announce before the contract, and then you don't give him a contract. And he
Yeah.
obviously quit Witcher because of this.
Oh yeah, for
Obviously,
sure. For sure.
like he stepped away from The Witcher because he was like, because they even knew it was going to be like a three-picture deal,
Mm-hmm.
right? Probably Man of Steel 2, a Justice League type movie, and then a cameo or something in another movie. And so he gave up Witcher, something that he really loves. And yeah, they just did him so dirty that I just
And now he's
couldn't
doing
stand
another
it.
video game property. What did I see the other day?
A Warhammer.
Warhammer. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well,
Um. Yeah.
it's a video game, but it's all I think it started. It's like a tabletop
Yeah.
RPG where you paint the characters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Real nerdy
Um.
stuff, which he's into.
Yeah, he is. That's what was kind of cool. I mean, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Witcher show. I think it's fine. I'm not like in love with it like a lot of people are. But what's cool about Henry Cavill when The Witcher is he actually plays The Witcher. He's actually a fan of that video game, and it sounds like if he's getting in touch with Warhammer, yeah, he's probably a fan of that. So it's just kind of cool to see an actor who is actually like a fan of the thing they do, because most actors aren't. Like when they talk about The Last of Us, and they're like, "Hey Pedro, do you play Last of Us?" And he's like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's a cool script or whatever. So it's just kind of cool to see an actor like fall in love with the product. But yeah, so I echo that. It sucks that Cavill, because I like Cavill as Superman. I don't know. Like in my mind, I was like, I want to, like, they did the dark brooding Superman and it was fun and cool. And like, they did it, right? The Snyder stuff. I was like, I kind of want to see Cavill in a more colorful, hopeful take on Superman. So I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get that, because I think he would have been a fun, charming Clark Kent. And I don't think he really got a chance to be Clark Kent that we kind of know. So I am kind of bummed. And then as far as a James Gunn, I mean, they're clearly rebooting the whole fucking thing, right? I mean, they literally. It seems like James Gunn went in there, pushed the red button, exploded
Yeah,
everything, and
and
he's
I
like
guess
now rebuilding.
I guess they I've heard that they cut out the cameo of Superman and Wonder Woman from the Flash,
Mm,
which makes no fucking sense to me because that is set in the Snyderverse. So it's like it's not going to matter anyways to your future. Why not keep it in there?
yeah,
Cut means they already filmed it. Why not? It's like, oh, we don't want people to get even more pissed about what they're missing. It's like, just put it in there. If it was meant to be in there, it's meant to be in there. It's not like the Flash is going to connect to your new DCU. It
yeah,
can't with Ben Affleck and fucking Michael Keaton. Like, come on, dude, it's not going to
yeah,
connect. So who cares? That didn't make much sense to cut those cameos from that movie to me.
yeah. That seems pretty ridiculous to me, especially like. Actually, let me finish my point real quick. It's like, on one hand, I think that a lot of people got done dirty, and I think that sucks. So I'm kind of, that's like one part of my brain, but my other part is like, I know they're rebooting it, and I also like, I kind of trust in James Gunn. It sucks that what he's done so far, but I know that he knows comics. I know that he's a very good entertainer. I think most of the things he's done I've loved. So I know that whatever he comes up with is probably going to be fucking great. But it just sucks that it starts this way, because it's like, it's not a good start. I'm putting all my chips on the table for you, but I'm kind of like bummed that you're doing it this way. But yeah, it does seem weird to cut those scenes. What you were saying, because I mean, DC's been in this weird shambles thing anyway that nothing really connects to anything anyway. So why even take it out? Like the Batman doesn't connect to fucking Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman doesn't connect to the Suicide Squad, et cetera, et cetera. Like most of them don't have shared DNA except for maybe the Snyder specific stuff. So it's like, yeah, just leave them in there. Who gives a shit? You left the Superman Black Adam one in there.
Yeah, and I wonder what this means for the solo Batman stuff. I hope he doesn't try to dip his fingers in that too much, because that stuff's always been the best. The solo Batman stuff,
Yeah.
Nolan, Reeves,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Burton. Like when it's just by itself and they just let a director kind of go um, and do it, and it's not connected to the DC universe.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't try and, you know, have too much control in Batman. I think you just let Batman go. You can do your own Batman in the DCU, but have it separate, I
Mm-hmm.
guess, which is kind of weird. But or I mean, if you really want to go world building, the Batman's more popular than anything they've done. So put your superheroes in that world. Spread out from that, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. And we also, I mean, I don't know if Henry Cavill's done. I mean, maybe we should give Gunn benefit of the doubt. I don't think we should because of what he's done, but maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's like building up to and reintroducing Cavill in like a huge way. We're all going to be like, 5 years from now when he shows back up in a crazy way. Oh my God, we didn't see that coming. He's back. Maybe he has that up his sleeve because James Gunn's a sneaky little fucking guy, but I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like he may be done forever, but
Yeah. And then there was talks about Ben Affleck. I guess they said that they've spoken to him. I don't think he's going to play Batman anymore, but they said they've spoken to him about directing because that's what he wants to direct,
mhm.
and they just haven't found a project yet that would be good for him. But they want him to direct one of the new DCU movies, so that could be interesting.
Man, his Arkham Asylum one sounded pretty cool. Fucking 6 years ago, like, fuck,
Yeah,
that would have been awesome.
yeah. I just don't think James Gunn's tone doesn't seem correct for the main DC. Like Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, the fringe stuff, the little characters, perfect tone.
Yeah,
Understands the quirky comedy slash violent action. But I just don't know if I trust him with like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, like
yeah,
the tent pole Justice League. Like I don't know if his tone fits any of those, really. Maybe I think his tone probably fits the Flash. You know what I mean? Like a
yeah. He
comedy,
could do a good Flash for sure.
funny,
Yeah,
like Guardians of the Galaxy. I could see his spin on the Flash being actually really good. But I don't know if that kind of. And I know he could probably make other films. That just tends to be the kind he makes. I'm sure he could make a Superman movie, but how much of that DNA would it have in it, and would it just be weird? I don't know.
yeah,
I just haven't seen anything from him that tells me that he could do that.
yeah. Because Guardians, Peacemaker feel so different than, and Suicide Squad feels so different than the other properties around them. Like Guardians feels very different than any of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Peacemaker feels different than DC stuff. So it will be interesting. I'm interested to see who's going to direct Superman because he's only writing it. So I'm wondering who the fuck they're going to get to helm it. Um, yeah, we'll see. It seems like a shit show at the moment. And also, I thought I heard him say something like, "Oh, we want to introduce some of the lesser known." Because I mean,
Yeah.
one thing that Marvel's really good at is like they did their main Marvel ones, their heavy hitters, and now they've been doing all these little other ones to a lot of success, I guess. So I think maybe he's gonna try and weasel in some other lesser known DC while also maintaining the heavy hitters.
I think the first DCU movie is going to be Blue Beetle. Is what I've heard. Like Blue
Blue Beetle,
Beetle.
yeah,
Yeah, have you heard of that? It's like a
yeah,
Latino kid. I think they aged him up to like 22. But I hear that is kind of the first one that's actually going to be part of it. It wasn't supposed to be. I think it started way before this deal.
hmm,
But I think that they're not going to have like Superman. They're not going to introduce anything in there. They're going to have that set in the DCU. Even though I'm sure you're not going to see any other superheroes in it, but I think from what I hear, that's the real first one. Even though it wasn't under the leadership, it's kind of okay. Well, this one we won't put any of those cameos in. This will kind of be the start of our DCU, and we'll just have it be a little story. So we'll see. Interesting stuff for DC. Go check out Black Adam if you got an hour. You know what I mean? If you got time to listen to this show, you got time to watch Black Adam, baby.
It's on HBO. Check it out.
Check it out, man. 6.5 all around on that. Pretty cool. I mean, it was better than I thought. I didn't want to see this in theaters, but maybe I should have. It was fun.
Yeah. When I saw the trailer, because I'm typically a kind of a champion of, or at least in the past couple of years, of DC. I really like DC movies. I just like their characters, and I like their movies a lot. I'm a little more forgiving for whatever reason on DC than I am Marvel. But yeah, I was like, oh, fucking a new DC movie, Black Adam, and you and I were talking, and you were like, dude, that movie looks like fucking shit. And and you were like, have you seen the trailer? I was like, no, I'm trying to stay away from all of it. And he's like, you should watch it. And I was like, my God, this looks awful. So it wasn't as bad as the trailer made it out to seem, but it's dumb. It's good, dumb fun.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's fun. Sucks we won't get any more of that connected in. It was fun enough to be interesting to see where it would have went.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your loved ones. Enjoy your time off work, or if you're not off work, enjoy your time that you're not working out. Just enjoy your Christmas also. It only comes around once a year, and it's amazing. It's so fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So thanks for spending a little time with us. We appreciate it. As always, check us out on Apple Music and Spotify. We'd appreciate it. Or if you're into the video stuff, you could always stop by on YouTube. We're here every Sunday morning, even when it's Christmas, baby.
Mm-hmm. Even when it's Christmas.
So, till next time, we say Merry Christmas.
Peace. Merry Christmas.